Hello guys, thank you for joining me again on Midnight Modeling. Today I am going to work on the customization that I did of the boat, which you can sort of see in the whole of the deck that I just pointed out there. Following that, I'm going to attach the deck to the hull frame, and then finally I'm going to add a bit of reinforcement onto that hull frame. And that you, if you are following the instructions, it is from 9 to 11 really, and then you sort of do a bit of the sanding work, which I'll do on the next video, and that for what it's worth, I am a teacher. I've got two young kids. I don't have a room set up specifically for making boats and that, so I just some photos of sort of my setup and that. I know when I sort of look online and look to see what everyone else is up to, and that this is I quite like seeing what other people use and how they get by. So I have a dining room table, basically, and I have a couple of boxes in the cupboards, and then whenever I have a spare half an hour or so, I grab my box out. As always, please remember to like and subscribe. Any sort of feedback is greatly appreciated. Um, right, so video. So I use balsa wood. I find it quite a light, albeit fragile material to use. I picked it up from a local hobby craft. And that. So I use some fast setting glue, stick a couple of bits together. Just again, balsa wood is quite fragile. You can pick this up. I bought up quite a big sort of slice of it. It was only about £6 over here, and that. So and I find it quite easy to work with, albeit somewhat brittle at times. But as long as you're careful. Um, Seems quite useful. So, sort of the customization that I did on it, I'd quite like to be able to see inside the boat. So really, there's like a grid that you'll put on the deck, and a bit later, I'd just quite like to put some barrels in there. And that my next boat, I quite like fishing boats. That's sort of like my hobby, my passion when it comes to model boating. And that, so I'd quite like to just sort of to go all out and have a bit of fun on the next model. But this is kind of my introduction, sort of to diverting from the instructions and that. One of the best bit of investments that I made, if there's anyone that is just sort of a beginner on it, is the mat that I'm working on, the green one. The centimeter squares is an absolute lifeline in just sort of helping me measure out certain things. And I consider myself a bit of a free spirit when it comes sort of to using measurements and that. I'm more of a go with the flow kind of person. I'm not the best with the millimeters and that. I'd rather sort of cut and squeeze things in, I guess. But anyway, yeah, the top tip is what these mats, if you're sort of new to the modeling, is I find quite useful. Um, yeah. Um, so yeah, at the moment it's just a case of creating the box, really, so then attach it to the frame, and that. So the fast setting glue sort of allows me. It just allows me to keep to continue it really. A bit later on, I'll get my paintbrushes out and sort of stain the inside and that a dark color. But this is kind of, I don't know the technical term for it, but I guess it's kind of get light inside the boat, really. So I would at a later point, I'll cut these sort of down to size and that, but I just want to give you just so you can see sort of like the space that I'm working with, really. I didn't want sort of my whole to take up pretty much the whole deck. Um, and that really there's other bits that I'd quite like to sort of to add on, and then you've got the cannons as well sort of on, and then sort of like the masts and that. But yeah, so obviously these are a lot bigger than what I need to be, so I've got plenty of room sort of to cut down, and that. One slight error, I guess, that I've kind of got to go with it is that next time the video sort of comes up, sort of like the hole in the deck, and that one of sort of like the support beams kind of overlaps towards the edge really, and that so it could be better placed and that, but again these are one of the things that I'll learn, I guess, sort of how to do it. Yeah. But yeah, I'll leave you with the video for the time being, and yeah, I hope it it shows a different way of not so much a different way, but I'm not saying this is the correct way of going about things and that, but I hope it kind of shows you. I'd consider myself an amateur beginner of doing this sort of, and I just kind of wanted to document kind of like my learning process as I go through it all and that. So please comment, like, post suggestions, um, yeah, post suggestions for us, and I'll take all feedback as long as you're constructive and nice about it. On board, really. But yeah, thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Next time, we're going to attempt to start attaching the planks on the side of the hull, and that one of the comments has said that the snaps theirs in doing it. So hopefully I don't do that, and but I've left it into soak already, so we'll see how we get on. Thank you. Thanks, guys.